Hello, everyone who might be listening. Welcome to My Thoughts. So, I have a YouTube channel called My Thoughts. I don't think it's a channel that will grow, but hey, when I'm in my feelings or if I have thoughts about situations, then I'll post it on that channel. And then, if I could put it on TikTok to go viral so people can see, because I'm sure there are other people out there thinking like me. So let's get into it. So, the first thing we're going to do, I don't know if you saw the video with the Afro Cubano where he was in a Family Dollar, I think it was, or Dollar General, and the cashier was speaking to another Spanish person. She's also Spanish. And I guess she said that she hide things from the black people because they steal, saying it in Spanish, but then I realized this black man was also Spanish. He's just black. And he confronted her about it and she tried to, clarify, blah, blah, blah. And it's just sad that even to this day, Donald Trump is in office. He's shipping off all these Latino Spanish people, and yet still they are triggered or just have it embedded in them that black people are just bad. And I was listening to one of the people that I listen to on YouTube, called, he is Funky Daniva. And I felt this way, and to hear someone else say it, I was like, I am not the only one. And he said he thinks black people are the most hated. Now, hated is a word, Hated, is a word I do not like and I don't use it. I would rather use the word dislike. But when you're in situations like this where you just feel it, and again, some might say it's social media, you're watching the wrong stuff on social media. However you want to put it, that is what's going viral. That's what people are listening to. So there has to be some kind of truth to it. So he was saying that black people, he thinks, are the most hated people in the world. And I've always felt that way. I just did not say it out loud. I've said it to family members and they're like, oh no, it's what you're. But yes, I just think so. And it hurts to say it, but I think so. You can go to India, you could go to Pakistan, Australia, even the Dominican Republic, who have black people on there. That's another story. Japan, China, even in Africa, they have it. I think we are the most hated race of people. And, a lot of people, they'll tell you it's the colonialism and, where the white people, drop slaves off and this and that. But still, it does not justify such hate in 2025 and years before 2025. And as a black person myself, I'm Jamaican. As I said, I don't know. I did a My Thoughts video prior. I did not know what racism was until I came to the US. Even though living in Jamaica, I lived beside a Chinese Jamaican at one point and a white Jamaican at one point. I knew they were different. I just did not know how to classify, say, that's a Chinese person, that's a white person. I did not know that. Now, some people might not believe that, but honestly, Jamaica is a predominantly black country that we know. So for me, as I said, I knew they were different, but I just did not know to say that's a Chinese, that's a white. You know what I'm saying? And I've been traveling back and forth since I think the age of 2 to the US until I came here permanently at 14 to live here. Anyways, so yeah, when he said that, I was like, oh my gosh, so I'm not the only one who feels that way. Because on the news, on social media, what people are posting, it just makes you wonder. And someone else posted about Brazil, He said that black people don't go to Brazil. If you go, be careful. And I hear Afro-Brazilian, they talk about it in their own country. And this person was saying in Brazil, in their government, there's no black Brazilian. It's all high color or white Brazilian. And you go through the comments because he had over 10,000 comments. And I said, that's not true. Let's see. I strolled through the comments and not one comment that I strolled through said it's not true. Every single comment I was able to read, and I read about 20 of them while strolling, they said yes, in Brazil, they hate black people. And I just went down because I was looking for that one person to say, no, not in my country. But even the black Brazilian in their country, they were commenting. Now, this is 10,000 comments. Hopefully, there's one there that says, oh, no, you're reaching or whatever. But as I said, the little stroll that I did, every single comment that I read was hatred. And, it makes you feel down. I love myself, but to have the thought out there that these countries are comparing what they see on social media or what they are told that black people are robbers and rapists and murderers and these were all the words that Trump called Mexican. But yet still, Mexican people, I don't think they're hated as much as black people are when they travel the world. Now, if you've heard the story of the Indian student who went to Punta Cana, I think it is, in the Dominican Republic, and she went missing. Her parents want her declared dead, but I'm not quite sure if they'll get that. I don't know if it has to do with their religion, that, the body has to, pass on, stuff like that. But the last person of interest who saw her was a white guy. Now, this mother and father, they're crying, they're sad, they're Indians. And they forgive this white guy because apparently with this story, he tried to save her once, or he saved her once, but then she went back out and drowned. And the mother gave him a hug and said she believes the story. Go to the comments. If that was a black man, she wouldn't have said that. She would have wanted them to keep it open and find the daughter. And I'm like, oh my God, why is it when it's black and white or black and anything, racism is the first thing or color is the first thing that comes up? And I'm like, what the heck? But then I look at it in America with the Indians who are in America, or the immigrants from India, or Indians that were born in the U.S., U.S. Indians, not the natives. But you have people like Priyanka Chopra. She's married to Nick Jonas White. You have Mindy Kaling. She has 2 kids, I think, white guy. I don't know who the baby daddy is. You have this chef that's on the Food Network. I don't know if she's still on there. She's Indian. Her baby daddy is a white man. And now this lady whose daughter is presumably dead, drowned, she is praising this white man for saving her daughter. And people are saying if that was a black man, she would not have the same sentiment, because in India also, have you seen some of these Indian people? They are darker than black people. And for them to have colorism in their country, only to come to the U.S. and go, guess what? Black people are hated here. So you've come to a country where you're Indian, they don't like you in your country, but come to the U.S., they'll prefer you more than black Americans. And that's how they're thinking when they come here. You have what? J.D. Vance, his wife, she's Indian, and I'm waiting. I'm like, I need somebody to let me know if Trump is going to deport her or send her home, because she's not white. If they want to make the country white again, she's definitely not white. So what? And, it's just like I have that feeling that any other race other than black, if you have to step outside your race, it better be white and not black. And, I just wanted to make it a 10 minutes video just to show how, someone said it out loud. And I feel it's like that. So What are your thoughts? Tell me about it. Until next time.